We're down here in front of the federal courthouse. We're on our lunch break. We got a short lunch break again, just a half hour, and got to be back up there, which time we go through security, that barely gives us enough time. So we have mainly had David Fry testifying all morning. We started out with a phone call to a witness that's an FBI agent. That was very short. Just a couple of questions were asked of that FBI agent via phone. Then we got David Fry on the stand. His testimony has been consistent with everything else we've been hearing. There has been quite a few other things come to light that was interesting. One thing is that got brought up today that I hadn't realized before is that David Fry was supposed to be riding with Lavoie to that meeting in John Day that evening, and he somehow did not get the message in time and was not in that vehicle. Victoria Sharp ended up riding instead. David was supposed to do some video for Lavoie when they got over the John Day. I've got a couple others down here with me that's going to help me with asking some questions here about what was going on with David Fry. You want to say anything, Angela? I'll turn the phone around for you. I got to do you this away.
I had fun today for David Fry. He's doing really well. He's very confident in himself. He's very calm and collected. He's doing really well. But one of his points, things that I didn't know a lot about, I don't think a lot of people knew about. So looking forward to seeing the conversation come.
Well, thanks a lot for coming. I know you're supporting him a lot. You go visit him in jail, and so, yep. Well, thanks a lot. Okay. Matthew, you have anything to say? You was in the overflow room, right, number 13?
Yeah.
So what you heard about the 15 possible informants that they have not told us the names yet, but they say there's about 15 informants?
That I did, yeah. Well, we know
that's interesting. We know 2 of the informants for sure, and now what I understand is that Mumford's trying to force the prosecution or the government to release these other 13 names.
Yeah, so the judge asked, did you say that yet, about how she asked the prosecution whether or not McConnell...
Not yet. Yeah,
well,
go ahead and talk about that.
The prosecution confirmed, knowing that they're going to be forced to release the identities of these informants and then link them each to the reports that they filed while they were there.
One thing was interesting there, they said you can't conspire with an informant. So informants can't conspire. So if there was 15 informants approximately there at the refuge, that means that there's not a conspiracy here, because you cannot conspire with informants.
Yeah.
There is no conspiring if they're the ones that are conspiring, actually. So it might be getting down to this information that Mumford brought out today. It looks like the government was conspiring and that the protesters there were not conspiring. It was only the government that was conspiring and setting people up, which we knew that all along. So that's 15 informants. We do not know those names yet. The Mumford's trying to force the government to release those names, so here after lunch we might know. So that's a very interesting point there.
Yeah. Right now they're conspiring to block the redress of grievances I filed to the U.S. House to impeach Judge Brown.
That's that redress of grievances that's on your Facebook page.
It's issued to impeach Judge Brown. It's being blocked right now.
Yes.
I can't access it, at least. I know some patriots that can't access it.
Kelly, I like that saying that David Fry said there. That was awesome. He said that the media is supposed to be the bulldog for the people.
Yeah.
Instead, they are the lapdog for the government. That's the famous saying of the day. That's a great saying. David Fry said that on the witness stand today. And as we know, the media is inciting people. They're not telling the truth. They're not doing that even on Standing Rock out there in North Dakota. They're lying all the way around. And they did the same thing out there at the refuge in Harney County by saying that this was an armed occupation when it was nothing more than a protest, a redress of grievance. It trying to bring more awareness to a corrupt government. And that's what David Fry brought up on the stand today also.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
Good job.
So we don't have a long time here with this, but again, we had David Fry on the stand all morning. The government has not cross-examined him yet. That's going to be again right after lunch. The government will start asking him the final questions. Looks like we'll probably have a long day yet today. Been a good day. But again, 15 informants. We're trying to find out the names through Mumford, Ammon Bundy's attorney. And we only know of 2 of those that are confirmed again today in public court. And that is Teri Linnell and Mark McConnell. Those 2 are the only 2 that we have their names. And again, those names were mentioned today. And we're trying to find out the other 13 names. And by law, as Mumford stated in court, those names have to be released. All this evidence has to come out. So we'll update you again probably about 5 o'clock tonight or shortly after, as soon as I get out of court. Tell you the final statements of David Fry. And we do have one more witness that's coming on the stand after David Fry. And that is Dwayne Schrock out of Burns over there. And that's all the witnesses I know of that are going to be conducting the day. So God bless everybody. We'll have another update at about 5 o'clock or shortly after. Have a good day.
All right, court just got out. I'm not going to do a real long update right now. I just wanted to do a quick live stream. Say it was a good day in court. Defense did not rest. Looks like they have more witnesses they're going to be bringing forth next week. I'll try to do a live update in just a little bit and give some more information, but the judge really wants to get things lined up as to when this is going to be done, and the witnesses just keep coming forward. So unfortunately for the defense, or for the prosecution, I mean, it's taken a lot longer than they wanted it to, but that's just the way it works when you have a really great case like the defense does, and you have a lot of people willing to come and testify, showing that you know, this isn't, there was no conspiracy here. Half these people didn't even speak to each other. Learned a lot of really great things today, had a lot of great witnesses. I'll do a report on that in just a little bit. It looks like the basic schedule will be hopefully by Thursday they'll be heading into deliberation. I'm going to turn this around quickly to live stream for you guys. Lots of great people out here. We have to support. We've got John Lamb's whole family. We got the John Lamb's whole crew today. Well, 7 of his crew today. And it's starting to rain now. Wow. Starting to downpour. So I'm going to step over here. Everybody's kind of buried out there. I got to put the the witnesses have been great. I think we have David Fry. I don't even know all the names. So it's 4 or 5 good witnesses. And I'll go sit down somewhere and read through my notes and do an update like I did yesterday. So if you want that, you can tune in to that. And that's all. Just wanted to let you guys know what's going on.
welcome, guys. There's Kelly. It's raining down here, guys. Well, oh, do they take requests? I don't know. I have someone asking if you guys take requests. Huh? Songs.
Oh, we can, I guess.
You got any ideas there, Paula?
I think I'm gonna go down to that video place.
Alright, guys. I just wanted to share that with everybody. So, looks like John's doing a live update right now also. And he's doing it on the news even. So, go over to John's page, guys. He'll give you the update on court. We'll talk to you later. Love you all.
That was my family singing the song of Gideon down here in front of the federal courthouse. It's raining down here. We're had court's over with. That's Joash. He's doing his march. He's been marching down here for about an hour now. One of my sons, Josiah. Say hi, Jonah. There's Jacob. Got everybody down here for the march here on Friday night. Hopefully it don't rain us out too much. Court went real good today. We had Dwayne Emmer. He was the last one that testified today in court. After his testimony, he walked over and gave his cowboy hat to Bundy. And I wasn't in the courtroom to get to see that, but sounds like it was a real neat deal there. David Fry testified, as I said this morning, and his testimony spoke about his experiences there at the refuge. And he spoke about his about him. He was supposed to be one of the guys that was in the truck with Lavoie, and he had got a text message inviting him to go, and he didn't go to the meeting there in John Day. He was helping Lee Rice do some stuff. What's that? You want to tell a little bit about it because you was there? Yeah, it's on you. It's on you.
I thought you were talking to yourself.
I'm showing everybody else's picture.
David actually said that he absolutely would have been in the car, and that the bullet that Ryan took, he believed probably would have been the bullet that hit him in the head had he gone. And I think it was a miracle that he didn't go, honestly, to endure that kind of trauma.
Yes.
And to watch his hero die. I think that potentially could have been the end of David Fry.
I think it would have been.
I think it was God's hand that he was there, and him being back at the refuge allowed him to keep the live stream going. When David said that there were 8, what did they call them? The big tank, like
the MRAPs.
Yeah, that came in and surrounded the compound where they were at. 8,
yes.
8 of them, and that they kept telling him they wanted a peaceful resolution. And
yes.
He's like, this is not my saying over and over how his grievances were never discussed. They never said, well, let's get to a meeting with this person. Can we sit down and go over this information and see if there's anything legitimate to your grievances that we actually need to address? They never did that.
No.
So as you're saying, we want a peaceful resolution, but when you've tried peaceful measures and they have done nothing, what are our people to do? That's what Ammon's been saying to us all along. What are our people to do? And they took their stand that they needed to take, and they got the attention they needed, and they brought it to the court, which is what they wanted.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, it was a good day again. It was a real day in court. Real good day in court. Yes. The boys down here, they're enjoying their march down here. The family, this is their first day here at the courthouse. Say hi, Rebecca. My daughter, Rebecca Jo.
So you can show my shirt, John. So this shirt, the jurors complained my shirt said "Stand with the Hammonds," and so they sent me out and told me that I needed to put my sweatshirt back on. But as you can see,
that's
I'm like, what do you want from me?
They keep trying to threaten different ones of us for our shirts. They told me I could not wear a shirt that said "political prisoner."
So I had to turn my sweatshirt inside out in order to go back in the courtroom. Even though this jury is not deciding anything for the Hammonds. If I say stand with the Hammonds, that has nothing to do with this jury. This jury is only deciding on a conspiracy charge.
Exactly.
So
it don't make sense, and I know the jury didn't say nothing about it.
No, absolutely not. They couldn't have even seen it from where I was sitting.
Well, if you're close by down here, come downtown. We'll be down here for a couple more hours, even with the rain. We're going to stand over here in the federal court building area. There's quite a few people here. Some more showing up about 7 o'clock. We've got some food down here too, if anybody needs any food.
All right, I'm going to sit down and do, I'll go do my notes, guys. So I'll go do notes and do a live stream that'll go through all the notes from the day. So
sounds good.
Get that done and get it off my mind.
Well, we'll be back in court on Monday morning, right?
Monday morning, probably won't be done with court until like next Thursday.
Court will probably be over about next Thursday, the way it sounds. So then that turns it over to the jury by then, you think? So the jury should get this case by next Thursday. So, yep. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later.